Before opening this file, a brief warning. This case contains discussions of historical deaths and attacks involving children. In 1764, a creature began prowling the countryside of the French province of Gévaudan. Despite the best efforts of villagers and hunters alike, the attacks continued for years. These events would become one of the most famous cases in French folklore. Now, centuries later, we still ask the question, was this a true beast? Or was its monstrous reputation a human creation? In July 1764, 14-year-old Jeanne Belay was tending livestock near the village of Lihuba. She would become the first recorded victim attributed to what would later become known as La Bête de Gévaudan, or the Beast of Gévaudan. In the months following Jeanne Belay's death, further attacks were reported across Gévaudan. The next documented attack came in January 1765, when 12-year-old Jacques Portefeuille was walking with a group of friends and came face to face with the creature. Unlike the previous victims, Jacques and the boys fought back, using sticks and spears to drive the beast away. Recognizing his courage, King Louis XV rewarded Jacques with a free education, bringing widespread attention to the attacks taking place in Gévaudan. In August 1765, Marie-Jeanne Vallée was walking with her sister when she was attacked by the beast. At the time, she had been carrying an improvised spear that she successfully plunged into the beast's chest, distracting it long enough that Marie-Jeanne and her sister could escape. This encounter later granted Marie-Jeanne Vallée the title the Maid of Gévaudan, while a statue was created in her honour that can still be found today in the village of Auvers. Survivors of the beast often describe the creature as looking similar to a large dog or a wolf. Some witnesses even claimed it was immune to bullets. Word of the beast's repeated attacks eventually reached King Louis XV. At the time, his reputation had been damaged following France's defeat in the 7 Years' War, as well as rising taxes and rumours he spent more time hunting and womanizing than governing. The beast's attacks presented him with an opportunity to show his citizens he cared, and so he sent his own men to hunt the beast. The first group to attempt to hunt the beast was led by Jean-Baptiste Duhamel. As a captain during the 7 Years' War, successfully hunting the now infamous Beast of Gévaudan offered an opportunity to regain honour for both himself and the king. He hunted the beast from September 1764 until approximately the 7th of April 1765, spending months searching through the harsh winter conditions. During his time on the hunt, Duhamel allegedly claimed the beast was a hybrid, potentially part lion. This, alongside François Maranès of the Courrier d'Avignon, writing one of the earliest newspaper accounts where he compared the beast to the Greek giants, helped push the beast further into legend. Eventually, in February 1765, he led a hunt involving thousands of villagers. However, this too would fail. After repeated unsuccessful attempts to stop the beast, King Louis removed Duhamel from the hunt and instead sent 2 professional wolf hunters, the de Nivelles. The father-son duo spent months combing the surrounding forests with their bloodhounds. They believed the beast to be a large wolf, and that stealth hunting was the key to stopping it. However, despite many attempts, they too failed. In June 1765, King Louis XV removed the de Nivelles and instead sent out his own gun-bearer and bodyguard, François Antoine. During François Antoine's hunt, he successfully killed multiple wolves. In September 1765, he presented the body of a large wolf that he claimed was the infamous Beast of Gévaudan. The body was sent to Versailles and preserved. Just a few months later, the attacks began once more. Following Antoine's return, It is believed that the villagers of Gévaudan continued writing to King Louis XV for aid. However, the body Francois Antoine had returned with was deemed satisfactory, and the king showed no further interest in hunting the beast. On the 19th of June 1767, around 3 years after the attacks began, local hunter Jean Chastel joined a hunt organised by a marquis. During the hunt, he shot a creature that he claimed was the beast. The creature was stuffed and sent to Versailles. However, King Louis XV refused the body due to its foul smell. Following Jean Chastel's hunt, there were no further attacks. Despite this, however, questions still remained about what Jean Chastel had actually killed, and whether it truly was the Beast of Gévaudan. There have been many theories surrounding the beast's changing appearance. Some suggested the beast's supernatural qualities came from exaggerated accounts, blaming the descriptions given by superstitious women and children. J.M. Smith, an expert on 18th century France, stated, "Many peasants did say it looked like a wolf," a view that directly contrasted the idea that the peasants of Gévaudan were solely responsible for the beast's supernatural reputation. Others believed the creature's alleged characteristics were merged together due to heightened fear when encountering the beast. This could have been further increased by widespread coverage, including Francois Moranas suggesting in his articles that the beast could have been a hyena, alongside Duhamel's accounts from his time on the hunt. J.M. Smith has stated that he believes the beast was actually a result of a wolf infestation, and potentially from more than one animal, as wolf attacks were a common occurrence during this time. So, was the beast simply the result of wolf attacks during a time of fear and uncertainty, or was there something more mysterious behind the legend? If you'd like to investigate another unexplained case with me, I'll see you in the next file.